Greetings guys, this is Chris from Immersion Personal Training with your mobility tip for the week. So today I have the banded hip capsule distraction, focusing on the external and internal rotation. This can help with the combat of medial collapse in the squat and in general range of movement for your hips. So disclaimer alert, this will not help with FAI, which is Femoroacetabular Impingement. Due to anterior femoral glide, that can cause pain in some of these positions that you will have to be in. And it is recommended that you do some soft tissue work and stretches before you try to attempt these distractions. So, what is a distraction? Distraction creates range or room in the joint by creating a vector force. So that vector force, like a band or a foam roll, if it has to be, okay, acts as a wedge to separate the joint surfaces and then create that magic of getting more room in the joint. So, shall we dive right in, or should I say squat right in? So what we've got here is our setup: kettlebell and power band. Power bands you can pick up online. Also, most good sports retailers will keep them nowadays. Have a look around. What we've got to do is anchor it onto something sturdy. I've used a squat rig pillar. We're going to have to sling this up our leg and into the crease of our hips. Now, we crawl away, creating that distracting force, the vector that pulls the joint away from the acetabulum, or the little socket that actually the femoral head sits in. So, what we do now is cause that external rotation, and then later we'll cause the internal rotation. So to get that external rotation, we're going to mimic part of the pigeon pose of yoga. And what we want to do is slide the foot underneath, and that puts us in external rotation, and we're going to block it with the other leg in that 90 degrees position. And now what we're going to do is experiment. So experimentation is really up to where you have your own little movement problems. So, or where you are really tight. And if I work around this side, I get some joy there. If I walk around here, I get some joy there, and you'll feel tighter in different areas, and that's really about you. So other things you can do are T-spine rotations, okay, and generally just sitting in position for a couple minutes just to open yourself up and cause that separation of the joints to take place. So, while we've finished that, we can go into our internal rotation. And internal rotation is really just the opposing movement, and all we're going to do is slide our foot over the kettlebell, and now we have put the hip in a internally rotated position. So again, what we can do is drop down, find different little uncomfortable positions, keeping that 90 degrees through the hip, okay? And again, T-spine rotations work wonders through this. And again, side to side, sitting in position for a couple minutes, exploring where it's tight, where it is a little bit restricted for you, is the key. So, if there's any questions, please don't hesitate to leave comments or shoot me a personal message.